Alright, for this section you're going to do on 14.5 is on a time study. It's percent of time this time. So difference yesterday, you just found out how many units you could produce in a certain number of time based on the averages, but today you're going to look at the percent of what time, like how much, like the 5% of the time is spent on brushing your teeth for the day or something like that. So anyway, the formula that we're going to have today is, it says percent of time spent on an activity. And what you do is you take the time that you spent on activity divided by the total time. Okay. So for instance, the total time in this classroom would be 50 minutes. The time spent watching this video, 10 minutes. So you would take 10 divided by 50 and get a decimal, and then don't forget you got to move the decimal 2 spots over. So, so for that example, we would have the time spent watching this video is 10 minutes. Time spent in this class, 50 minutes. When you divide it, you get 1/5 or 0.2, which then when you move it 2 decimal places over, 20% of your time would be spent on watching this video so that you knew how to do your assignment. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense about what we're doing on that, but that's how this one's going to go. So if you turn to page 470, that's 470, the first problem says, in example 1, what percent of the time does Reese spend sorting the mail? So if you look at the sorting the mail thing, it's 2.5 hours, and it's an 8-hour day. So you take 2.5 divided by 8, and you get 0.3125, which when you move it 2 decimal spots over, you get 31.25%. That's number 1. Number 2 says, what percent of the time does Reese spend making special deliveries? Special deliveries is 1.5 hours. So 1.5 divided by 8. 1.5 divided by 8 is 0.1875. So again, 2 spots over, and I get 18.75%. That's number 2. Then when it talks about 3 and 4, the only difference between 3 and 4 is this time you're going to add more than one thing together. So it says sorting mail, picking up mail, and delivering mail. So sorting mail was 2.5 hours. Picking up mail and delivering mail was 3 hours. That was kind of a combined one for those. And when you add that, that's 5.5 hours out of an 8-hour day. So 5.5 divided by 8 is 0.6875, and when you move the decimal 2 spots over, that's 68.75%. Okay, so that's what you have to do with those when you do more than one thing. You add them together, and then you divide it by how many hours total that you worked. So it's pretty short section, a lot shorter than some of the other ones. So your assignment is going to be on page 470 to 471, 1 through 15.